Yeah, we definitely should be live.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
This is Drew.
This is Jacob.
And it's Friday night again.
Yes.
At the end of a week that for me has felt like it's been 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just been a busy week.
Fair.
At work. But yeah, we are here to review a film. I don't think it was ever on my bingo card that we would actually catch, because for whatever reason, I don't think it was something I think either one of us would have been interested in doing unless somebody, forced us to do it.
Right.
But you put it on the list, which is fine. And it was actually an enjoyable movie. So yeah, tonight we're reviewing Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
Yes.
An okay film.
Yes.
Actually, that's not fair. I'll wait to give my full thoughts, of course, for the review. But it was not what I expected.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll say that.
Yeah. I was the same boat. I had heard about when this came out.
Mm-hmm.
It came in San Diego Comic-Con, and they premiered it there, and it was released on DVD and Blu-ray. And
did you realize this is technically a sequel film to another Teen Titans Go film?
No, I didn't realize there was another Teen.
There's 3 Teen Titans Go films.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies,
which is the first one, which has Stan Lee in it.
Yeah, first
of all people,
right?
Making Stan Lee cameos for realizing he's at the wrong company.
Yes.
And then there's one that apparently came out after this.
Yeah.
That I don't have written down anywhere. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have it written down anywhere, but I didn't realize this was technically a sequel. And literally, I'm going into this only with knowledge, really, of Teen Titans, not of Teen Titans Go.
Fair.
Because I watched Teen Titans back in the day when it was airing, because it was like, oh, this is I don't like that people are calling this, bear in mind, this was 2003. I had opinions about what was actually anime, and something was anime styled but wasn't Japanese made. I had an opinion that it wasn't anime.
That is,
and this was definitely aping on anime. That Teen Titans was aping anime styling, except it was also doing what the DCAU was doing. It was kind of in a middle ground sort of thing.
Fair.
I remember being annoyed that people were calling it anime. It's like, it's not anime. Yes, I know a Japanese J-pop duo is singing the theme song, but
technically there's 4 movies.
Oh, I only caught 3.
Teen Titans Go to the Teen Titans Go to the Movies, Teen Titans versus Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go see Space Jam. Teen Titans Go versus DC Superhero Girls Mayhem in the Multiverse.
That makes sense, because that would be the other big Cartoon Network show.
Yeah. At the time.
And was probably a straight to streaming movie on HBO Max before Zaslav destroyed HBO Max.
That is true.
Or Max, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's HBO Max still.
It went back to HBO Max. Because remember, it started off as like HBO Go way back in the day.
Yes.
Then it transitioned to HBO Max. Then they took the HBO off, so it was just Max, since it was more than just HBO, really, because they had transitioned it to be all of Warner Brothers, even though it was already all of Warner Brothers, but semantics. And then they went back to HBO Go when they wanted to sell to Paramount.
Fair. Can you hear something else?
There was somebody outside.
Oh, okay. It sounded like a video was playing or something like that.
I've been getting a little bits and pieces of that for a while.
Yeah.
It is literally people who are outside.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I know my next door neighbor will sit out on the porch over here and smoke, and she likes to watch YouTube videos.
Yes.
But, I assume it's YouTube. It could be TikTok. It could be Facebook Reels. I don't know.
It could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. I hadn't paid that close attention, but I guarantee you that's what that is. And I will also guarantee you it's not loud enough that the audience can hear it. So
okay.
I have checked a couple times where I knew this is where one of those parts I heard it was. Like for instance, you remember a couple weeks ago when neither one of us could come up with a stinger, and the person outside, my next door neighbor outside, said something like at the right time.
Yeah.
She had no way of knowing.
Of course.
Well, I went and checked that. You can't hear it.
Oh, okay. Nice. So I'm looking at our Facebook page.
We could always hear the train when it passed at the other studio.
Yeah,
B,
now you can.
and now you can't hear anything outside.
That is true. So I'm looking at the
Hey, artsy stuff.
Hi, Artsy. I'm looking at the Facebook page for our Facebook group. By the way, if you are not subscribed to our Facebook or any of our social medias, go check that.
Yes,
I like trains.
I like trains.
actually, I think I need to turn that up a little bit.
I like trains.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking at the cover art for last week's episode.
With Super Saiyan Gohan as a kid,
We'll go with that.
I actually tried to darken his hair like in a easy way, not like go in and fully recolor it, but
Right.
like modify like the art, the coloring around there so it would be like darkened. I never could get it to look right, so it's like, I'll just leave it. No one's gonna fight me this much.
Like it came out really good. I was very surprised by that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even have to do a lot of resizing when I took it to the album art thing. It just like, like literally right where Photoshop put it was like perfect.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll go with that.
Yeah. I tried to keep the image as centered as I
Mhm.
could.
I
But
did.
it came out really good.
I did have to
Good
shrink
job.
it a little bit in the end because I needed to make room for the text.
Fair.
Because it had part of Rainbow Dash's hooves kind of were cut off, which looked good. But I didn't want to cover up Rainbow Dash's face with the title of the film, and there was no other place to put the title of the film.
True.
Hey, Jake Hambrick, how are you doing this evening?
Hola.
He's one of Nate's co-hosts on Henshin Men,
I gotcha.
which that actually raises a question since you're here, Jake. Do you know if y'all have released an episode recently with the Culture Box stuff on it? I unfortunately have not been able to keep up, and I keep forgetting to ask Nate on the thing.
Mm.
The thing, that's a word.
Thing on the YouTube or
The Facebook chat, the
Ah.
group chat. I remember every Friday to say, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" I always forget to say, "Hey, Nate, is Henshin Men still going?" Not Henshin Men. Yeah, it's Henshin Power V3.
yeah.
I still call it by the name when I guest hosted
Fair.
for 5 episodes. Hey, Paladin Pirate, how are you doing?
And the
Evening
unofficial-
Cellcast and the unofficial 4th host, Artsy Stuff, and the rest of the Cell Nation.
Nice. Well, technically, it should be the 5th, actually.
No, because technically Nate is 3rd.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. It should be technically the 4th. That's what I meant.
That's what it says. Well, this is 4th boast, but I'm assuming he meant host.
Host. Yeah, 4th.
And in reality, she's more producer.
Yeah, behind the scenes gal. But yeah. Which we appreciate.
We
Like
do. We really highly appreciate it.
and she's been on some of our very like she picked some of the best stuff
Yes,
for
but-
Patreon stuff.
But do you know how she's thrown herself on a grenade come November?
How?
She's agreed to be on Evangelion 1.11.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
It's the safer of the 4.
That is true, but it's Ava.
It's Ava. Well, I mean, this is basically the first
Oh.
7 episodes.
Oh my gosh.
Of the show, kind of just HDified for the most part, from what I remember. There might be some slight changes.
No, it's reanimated.
It is reanimated, but I mean, it is basically, it's not frame per frame, but it's very close to frame for frame of the show.
Right.
Celeste has joined the chat. She says, "I'll pray for you, Artsy Steph." Oh, I wish I had the emotional damage thing I could just play, but apparently my soundboard for free will only let me have 24 sounds total.
Mm.
And in order for me to have our new some of our stuff on here, I've had to delete some old audio clips that we don't need anymore. And it's hard to guess what I need in a moment's notice. So,
Okay.
and I had to put the thing on for TFS. TFS is technically the right word there, but our TAS DBZA episode, which for those that don't know, because I think you're the only one I've actually told this to.
Mm.
I've decided that that the bumper is not going to be like we do on all the others. It's literally just going to be a clip from the show.
Mm.
from one of the episodes we're reviewing.
Which makes sense because according to you, be like,
There's weird copyright issues
Yeah.
with like even Team
Toei.
4 Stars having to. It's not Toei. It's I haven't looked it up closely, but whoever owns the song "Chala Head Chala"
oh, okay.
is the one enforcing it. So
Oh, okay.
it's because it's only that song where it plays in 2 spots on YouTube. Literally, one of the ones I watched did not have that problem this week,
Right.
but the other 2 did. And in fact, I think ironically, it's the one with the with the oldest copyright deletion that didn't let Chala Head Chala through.
Interesting.
Oh, we'll get to that when we get to that. but-
Yeah. Yeah. So I was looking at what episodes we do for Dragon Ball Z Abridged
yeah.
during Ava. During Ava, I'm like,
I have caught that up and fixed it to where it's actually lined up correctly again.
Yeah.
I was so hoping that 3.0 plus 1.0, which will have our unofficial third co-host
Yeah.
Nate Martin on it. I was so hoping that was going to be during the Ginyu Force
Oh my.
because that would have been right up his alley. Can you imagine him on the Mechamania?
Oh gosh.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been.
But c'est la vie, he gets near the end of the thing.
Mm. Well, we could always reshuffle, and it's like, oh, we're gonna put him in that one.
Well, not really.
I know, because you're be like, you want to go in order. I get that.
That's part of the point. It's serialized.
I know that. But the fact that if we could make a special, yeah.
Before I did some fixing, it did look like he was going to be on the season 2 finale, which would have been odd also.
Fair. Oh, that's always good. I was trying to find the movie we were doing, Level Up.
Yes, it's I haven't looked up where it is yet. Probably it's on Prime Video. It's another one of those where we technically have to buy the thing, but it's like $2.99. But actually, that doesn't look like the movie.
No, that's a
Hang on.
yeah, because I'm looking at it. It's like this is a live action movie.
It is a live action movie. Here it is. It's still $2.99. Level Up the movie. It's what he requested, and it does have animation stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
But it's at that time when Cartoon Network was doing some live action stuff.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because everyone always likes to make these very unique.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. La 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 shalalala hedgehog.
I mean, one of the Kingdom Hearts connections should be easy for you this week
Yeah, obviously.
because last week,
Yeah, last week.
same actress.
Same actress pops up in it. Well, granted, like Tara Strong is in everything for the most part if it's animated.
Yes, but what gets me is I know her primarily from Pony and Teen Titans. Both characters are purple or have a purplish color scheme.
That is
and
fair.
both are very good at magic. So I'm just waiting for. So there were times last week where I was just waiting for Twilight Sparkle to say Azarath Metreon Zinthos, and in this one say we can save everyone with the element. Oh, wait, that doesn't work for Raven. Not, except for that one episode where Starfire was in her body, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. So I'm curious because I'm looking at your cup. What is this on the very, very
Okay,
bottom?
So this sticker,
Well, I know that's all
this
from
sticker
Roy.
are all from Retro Rewind Podcast. So we've got Legend of Zelda up here.
Mhm.
I've got
Wrath of Khan.
the Voyage Home because you got the Klingon
Yeah,
Bird of Prey
right.
and the whales.
Yeah, of course.
And then that's the Oxygen Destroyer from Godzilla.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
Sorry, Gojira.
Yeah, Gojira.
I mean, it's in Godzilla King of the Monsters ! Also, but
Yeah.
You have to differentiate.
I honestly remember watching that movie when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Very vaguely remember watching that. And it's like, I remember this very, like, okay, I recognize this movie. I recognize the big lizard. And it's like, okay, it's Godzilla or Gojira. And it's like, okay.
Which we watched for the first, or I watched for the first time back in 2020 when
Mhm.
we were doing Movie of the Week podcast.
Yes.
And I still have that same opinion about Godzilla's first appearance when he looks like a sock puppet.
In some ways, he does look like a sock puppet.
It's what it looked like when I first saw it, and I laughed. And unfortunately, it's one of those things where I recognize it's not a sock puppet,
Obviously.
but it's in my mind. I keep saying, "Oh, look, it's a sock puppet."
Mm.
Almost like the Star Trek Strange New Worlds episode that came out this week
Mm.
that Jim Henson Creature Shop worked on.
Oh.
It was the puppet episode.
Oh.
It was not the best written episode of the show.
That's fair.
Spoiler alert, it's a dream sequence.
Fair.
So it means nothing.
I like, okay, for some weird reason, because you like YouTube, Facebook, whatever, love to show you reels about stuff.
Yes.
So apparently there's an episode in the TV show Angel, which is a spinoff from Buffy.
Mhm.
Apparently, I can't remember. I think it's the character Spike. He crosses over on that show, and
Well, I think
apparently,
he started from
right,
Buffy, but anyway.
or either I can't remember if it's Angel or Spike, whoever.
I haven't watched much of either show, so I
Right.
couldn't tell you.
Right, I can't either because it'd be like it's just a reel, and so it's like either this character shows up, or this character, one of them is a puppet. It's like no, it's Spike walks in the room and Angel's as a puppet for some reason. I don't know why, and it's like it's just very. It's like okay, that I can get. It's like okay, that's cool, but
Mm-hmm.
again, I've never watched the episode. All I've seen is the reels from it or the like it's shorts from it or whatever. But it's like, oh, okay, that's an interesting little gag. And you mentioned they were puppets. It's like,
Yes,
cool.
they were literally puppets. Literally puppets. Like in the context of the story, they were puppets.
Right.
A transporter accident somehow turned them into puppets. The entire ship except for Spock,
Okay.
because Spock wasn't on the ship when it happened,
Okay.
which is really interesting considering some of the way they designed these characters. It's not that the puppets looked good. Don't get me wrong. It was animated
Right.
well. It's the concepts they did. If this was a Lower Decks episode, I'd be all over it. It's a Strange New Worlds episode though. And so the fact it just, there are elements that's like, this doesn't work. And then the revelation that it's a dream sequence at the end, it's like, why would Spock be dreaming this? But anyway.
Yes. All right. So we are rolling up on 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we should get started.
Yes.
We got started a little late on the lead-in because we were both tired and had to vent a little before we actually got into the live.
I don't know about you. I'm not tired.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Need
Like,
to
End
vent.
of the week tired.
Yeah. End of the week tired.
Like, we're ready to go. We got energy. But at the same time, it's like, I am so ready. Glad this week is over.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
let's get into some Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
I will say Paladin Pirate, the musical episode is not as bad. The Lower Decks episode is that crossover was actually the best one they've done. That was kind of this weird thing. But anyway, let's get going.
The Cellcast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Cellcast. Joining me today is a man who just wants to pad out the timing. Welcome, Jacob. Or pad out the episode.
Hey, sometimes it'll be like you just got to make up.
Orlagog.
You got to make up stuff in order just to make it entertaining. Sometimes it's not very well. Why? Thank you. Let me introduce our co-host, a man who just is wrestling with his humanity and the demon inside. Wait a minute. Are we talking Christianity or are we talking worldly? I don't know yet. Welcome, Drew.
But I'm neither a magic person, half demon, or a bird,
That is true.
nor am I Tara Strong.
That is true.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
That would be weird.
That would be very weird.
That would be very weird.
It's like, hey, I got a famous co-host for some reason.
Anywho,
And in his own way, he's,
tonight we are reviewing a movie that has a cast of thousands, but with only about 8 actors.
true.
Because they're all playing the same part multiple times in multiple different ways. Tonight we are looking at Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, the second of a 4-movie quadrilogy that we haven't watched the other 3 movies of, because we didn't know they were all sequels to each other.
No.
Except they're really not. They're just in this, you know how that goes. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and jump into the spoiler-free section of this review?
Yes.
Certified fresh and spoiler free.
This was my first viewing. It was a little too, shall we say, modern Cartoon Network for my general taste. And I'm by modern Cartoon Network, I mean it was very much Teen Titans Go, not Teen Titans.
Hint the title.
Exactly, and I get it. It's really more of a Teen Titans Go thing, and it was
is.
cool that they brought in these other versions. But at the same time, I am of a preference that I prefer the original 2003 Teen Titans to Teen Titans Go. But that's just a preference. You can disagree with me. I ain't gonna fight you over it. The movie, for the most part, was okay. It was definitely more of a comedy than it was any kind of serious story, though there was actually some decent dramatic moments in it. But yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. What are your thoughts?
So I remember hearing about this because we were doing the podcast by this point.
Oh yeah,
And I think we did talk about it. It's being premiered at San Diego Comic-Con.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay. Because again, I think I had watched one episode of Teen Titans Go.
I had tried
And-
Teen Titans Go myself.
Yeah.
Again,
Again,
it just didn't take for me.
right. Same. I had no interest in it because again, when you have nostalgia for the former show and you watch the newer show, which is a less caliber
Yes.
of a show. I was not
Well-
interested in, so I only watched one episode and I was like, okay, well, I think I watched
It
the
has-
one.
It has a wildly different tone also.
Right.
It's meant to be more of a comedy than a drama.
Oh yeah, it is. I think I watched the episode where it was like Robin was driving or something like that, and it was like this is getting annoying extremely fast. Now, granted, be like it's designed for a different generation,
True.
and I'd be like, I totally take with that because I guarantee there are a bunch of fans of Teen Titans Go, and then you have crusty old, quote crusty old people who like Teen Titans, so it's understandable. I think it's just-
and they did a good job of poking jokes at that. in
oh,
this film, too.
the self-deprecation is so
Yes.
good in this movie. It's not even funny. Well, it is funny. It is funny in a way.
There was
the-
a moment where I felt seen, but we'll get to that.
Fair. There'll be like, again, like Drew said, be like there are parts of the movie that is really good, and other parts I'm like, oh, okay, that's the reason I don't like Teen Titans Go. And there are certain little things that it's like, okay, like design wise or what have you. Okay, this joke's getting old really quick, and it's a meh film to me. It's a meh. It'd be like it's not great and it's not absolutely horrible. So it's kind of that middle ground for me.
Right.
Recommendation, yeah, be like, yeah, if you're a Teen Titans Go fan, go watch it. Be like, if you like characters being self-deprecation towards the dislike towards them in the fan base, by all means, this movie is up your alley.
It's meant to be more of a fun film than anything else.
Yeah, agreed.
So kind of go into it looking at what you can enjoy, not necessarily is this a good sequel to My Teen Titans.
Right. Which did get a movie, by the way.
Yes, which we will do eventually.
Yeah. Tokyo, whatever.
Like Trouble in Tokyo, I think is the
Trouble
name
in
of it.
Tokyo. That's right. Watch it.
Which
Really good.
technically
movie.
takes place before this, if you're
Yeah.
going to look at timelines.
Yeah,
But
whatever. Yeah,
Either way, why don't we go ahead and jump into the spoiler-filled section of this?
right.
The following is a spoiler-filled review for the film Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Listener discretion is advised. Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans was directed by Jeff Mednikow. My apologies, Jeff, if I mispronounced your name. He also directed many episodes of Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which I didn't even know was a show because I wasn't watching Cartoon Network around this time.
Fair.
But it did come out around this time. It was also written by Jeremy Adams and Marley Halpern Gracer. It is based on the television series Teen Titans Go, created by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic. The Teen Titans television series from 2003, created by Glenn Murakami. The new Teen Titans comic series, created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez, whom also created Raven, Starfire, and Cyborg.
Yes.
Beast Boy was created by Arnold Drake and Bob Brown, and Robin, which this is the
Tim Drake.
no, this is the other one. Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
This is Dick Grayson.
This is Dick Grayson.
This is technically Dick Grayson. This is why Teen Titans 2003
It makes
is
sense.
not in the DCA animated universe.
Fair.
I had to double check all this, but because this is the version that later actually does become Nightwing. By
Fair.
everything I checked. But he was created by Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson, which I didn't know was a connected name before.
Yes.
But he apparently not only created Robin, he also helped create the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
So good to know. Getting into the cast, we've got Scott Menville as the Robins, and he was Otto Octavius, or AKA Doc Ock, in Spider-Man 2017,
Okay.
that TV show. Tara Strong as Raven, and she was Bubbles in the Powerpuff Girls. Talk about range. Playing between Bubbles and Raven.
Yes.
Hynden Walsh played Starfire, and she is Princess Bubblegum in Adventure Time. Carrie Payton played Cyborg, and he is Ezekiel Sutton in The Walking Dead. Greg Sipes played Beast Boy, and he is Michelangelo in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012.
Oh, okay.
Rhys Darby played the Master of Games, and yes, that is technically a different, separate character in terms of credits.
Yeah.
He is Wool Eyes in The Sheep Detectives,
Okay.
which you need to see that movie if you hadn't seen it. Kevin Michael Richardson was the voice of Trigon and Hexagon,
yes, he was.
and he is Captain Gontu in Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Robert Morse played Santa Claus. Surprise, this is a Christmas movie. And he was Howler in Pound Puppies, 1986.
Oh my gosh. Pound Puppies just got a movie.
Yes. Which will probably end up on this show one day.
Yes.
Gray Delal played Mrs. Claus, and she was Daphne Blake in What's New Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Mayer played a cameo for Nightwing, aka the DC straight-to-DVD Nightwing
Okay.
from those animated films. And lastly, Weird Al Yankovic played Gentleman Ghost and Darkseid.
Really?
Weird Al Yankovic as Darkseid is something I was
That
not
was-
expecting.
Oh, okay.
And of course, he's George Newman in his film UHF, and also one of the most talented artists out there, and is famous for making lots of parody songs.
Yeah.
So, Kingdom Hearts connections. Before I get into this, I have to put in a change for what is now considered part of Kingdom Hearts connections.
Okay.
Because after last week's D23, I had to add 2 new things that I needed to be checking, even though their full cast lists are not announced.
Okay.
So going forward, this will also include me checking Kingdom Hearts 4. That would make sense.
Do they have a cast list already?
Not yet. I'm just saying I'm going ahead and starting to check it as I'm doing these. And the Kingdom Hearts anime series.
Oh, right. Coming out in 2028 or 27?
Yes. Now, I will go ahead and tell you, especially for this one, there is not a difference in that, including those and not including those.
Right.
So, like I said, we don't really have cast lists. It's just those are things are there, and I'm going ahead and getting in the habit now of checking those. So, Paladin Pirates says 4. How many do you think, Jacob?
Well, I accidentally saw the list, so I'm trying to bleach it out of my head. Dang it.
Pick a number, any number.
5.
Any other guesses before we continue on? Celeste says 6.
Nice.
Artsy's probably making a clip, I'm guessing. This is why she hadn't had a chance to
Who
answer yet,
knows?
but which we thank her for. We'll go ahead and reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paladin Pirates, you're correct.
Nice.
It is 4.
I knew it was 4 or 5, but I didn't get a close look at it.
Right.
So I just guessed 5.
Fair enough. You got Tara Strong, which you should have guessed from last week.
Yes.
She was, of course, Raven in this, and she plays Final Fantasy X's Riku in Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
And for those who don't know, I make sure to make that separation because there's a difference between the Riku main character in Kingdom Hearts and the character from that originated in Final Fantasy X.
Right.
One's a guy and one's a girl, for one thing.
Fair.
Kevin Michael Richardson
Really?
was Trigon in this. And along with playing, as you could probably guess, Captain Gontu and Blackguard A, he's also the voice of Sebastian, the lobster.
Really?
Yes. Hynden Walsh, who played Starfire in this, is also the voice of Alice after Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, okay.
And Kari Payton, who is Cyborg in this, plays Wasabi in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh.
So, info and stuff.
All right. I've got a drawing in my head. It's just I'm looking up stuff.
Well, we need stuff and info.
Oh, okay. All right. So other stuff and info. IMDb has a 6.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, its reviewer score is 100. How?
I'm guessing not many critics watched the film,
Maybe.
and the ones that did were going to be fans of it anyway.
Maybe. Its audience score is an 88. Be like the movie.
It's probably more accurate.
Yeah, and plus this never came to theaters, so it's all like based on streaming. So
Yeah.
HBO Max subscription required. I can't talk today.
You can also rent it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you can rent it on Amazon Prime. You can buy it on Amazon Prime for $13.39 if you want a physical copy of it on Blu-ray. Production was Warner Bros. Animation and DC Entertainment. Distributed by Warner Bros. Home Entertainment. Runtime was 77 minutes. Release date was first on June 21st, 2011 at San Diego Comic-Con in San Diego, California in 2019. And then on September 29th of the same year around the States. Box office doesn't have one.
Because it never went to the box office.
Yeah. So I'm going to regurgitate what I just said a minute ago. And with a little more information, the film premiered at San Diego Comic-Con on July 21st, 2019, followed by a digital release on September 24th on Blu-ray and DVD, release on October 15th. It also premiered in India on October 22nd, 2022, in the form of Teen Titans special on Cartoon Network. It does not have a yearly rating. So that is all I have for info and stuff.
All righty, getting into the summary. 1 year after the defeat of Slade and Teen Titans Go to the movies, spoilers, the Teen Titans Go team are battling the Gentleman Ghost as he attempts to rob a bank. He possesses Robin, then Starfire, and when attempting the same trick on Raven, he unintentionally cracks her red Ajna Chakra gemstone, which awakens her inner demon's dark power and results in his defeat. Trigon reveals that Raven's demon half is slowly taking over her and offers to take it away, but she refuses to give it to him. Suddenly, the Titans are abducted by the Master of Games, who is exploring the multiverse with his Warlagog. He pits the 2013
Warlagog.
Titans against the original 2003 animated Titans by threatening to destroy their Earths. Raven is coerced into unleashing her demonic power, and 2003 Raven realizes the Master of Games is siphoning her energy. The Master of Games reveals himself to be the 2013 Trigon, who uses Raven's energy to partially resurrect 2003's Trigon, who had been killed during the course of the events of the Teen Titans television show. The two Trigons kidnap both Ravens and escape to the 2003 Earth to finish absorbing 2013's Raven's powers so they can conquer the multiverse. The two Titans teams decide to work together to stop the Trigons and rescue their Ravens. 2003 Robin deduces that the Trigons are using a Warlagog from their Earth to travel between dimensions, so a Warlagog must exist in the 2013 dimension too. The 2013 Titans realize it belongs to Santa Claus. How they know this, I have no idea. The two teams battle Santa and Mrs. Claus and escape by using the device to travel between dimensions, making pit stops in the worlds of other Teen Titan incarnations along the way. They eventually make it to the 2003 Earth, but 2003 Trigon has completely absorbed 2013 Raven's demonic powers. 2013 Trigon consumes 2003 Trigon and transforms into a new powerful being named Hexagon. 2003 Robin uses the Warlagog to summon all the Titans teams throughout the multiverse to battle Hexagon, but to no avail. This causes 2013 Raven to even the odds by eating all of her counterparts to absorb their powers. She transforms into a black dragon named the Unkindness. The Titans destroy Trigon's Warlagog and assist Raven in defeating him and getting her powers back. This sends 2003 Trigon into limbo, while 2013 Trigon is sent to a zombie Teen Titans dimension. After 2013 Raven is able to accept her inner demon self, all of the Teen Titans are sent home to their respective dimensions. Upon returning to their Earth, the 2013 Titans are attacked by Darkseid, but refuse to battle him out of exhaustion. In the mid-credits scene, the 2013 Titans relax at their headquarters, ignoring Darkseid's attack upon Jump City.
Of course.
Getting into the trivia for this, as if this already didn't sound crazy and cockamamie. During the cooperation rap, the Starfires resemble Salt and Peppa. The Beast Boys resemble Criss Cross. The Cyborgs resemble LL Cool J with the hairstyle of Kid and Play. And the Robins resemble Vanilla Ice. Makes sense. He's the whitest of the group. Also during that rap, the Titans from the Teen Titans 2003 group wear 03 on their shirts, while the ones from Teen Titans Go, which came out in 2013, have a 13 on their shirts.
Makes sense.
Scott Menville, Tara Strong, Kari Payton, Hendon Walsh, and Greg Sipes, and Kevin Michael Richardson all did double duty, voicing both the Teen Titans 2003 and Teen Titans Go 2013 versions of their characters, which makes sense as they did that with the shows as it was. The Titans from 2003 mention both the death of Terra and the defeat of Trigon. This clearly places the story as taking place after the end of their series. Near the end, a billboard with the words truth, justice, and pizza, and since 2003 can be briefly seen. This is an obvious jab at the airing of the original series and the promos that were often used for the show. Hanging in cages in the Trigons' lair are Mr. Mxyzptlk and Hal Jordan's Green Lantern. The Master of Games resembles Marvel's Grandmaster, who also like to pit superheroes against each other in gladiatorial combat. In the comic books, he has blue skin, red eyes, white hair, and a large forehead, and looks absolutely nothing like Jeff Goldblum. When the Ravens all merge into the giant monster, they call themselves the Unkindness. This is actually one of the two real-world names for a flock of ravens, the other being a congress. Lastly, The many alternate Titans seen in the final battle are the comic book Titans, the 80s Titans, the opposite Titans, the DCAMU Titans, the Oceans Titans, the Animal, with the exception of Beast Boy, obviously, Titans, the Rad Titans, the Robin No Mask Titans, the Classic Titans, and the Teen Titans Ghost in the Teen Titans Ghost style, the Tiny Titans, the Leprechaun Titans, the Goggles on Top Hat Titans, the other TV show Titans, the Pirate Titans, and one of the Campfire Story Titans. Bleh. I still like the fact that the Animal Titans have a Beast Boy that's actually a human.
That is kind of funny.
That is all I've got for trivia. What is your first like for this film?
My first like to this movie would be the knowledge of the self-deprecation that the fans hate this thing. Or hate Teen Titans Go.
There is literally a point in time where a fanboy off screen says, "You ruined my childhood." Ooh. It's like, no, we didn't.
But it's just like there's certain moments where the Teen Titans Go, they will say something that alludes to how much they acknowledge that the fans don't like them. Even though they technically have another season that's already on HBO Max.
And the ratings for Teen Titans Go were actually better than Teen Titans,
apparently,
from what I understand.
And again, be like, they are just simply acknowledging, and I find the self-deprecation humor that they use towards themselves as a like, we acknowledge the fans who don't like us, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that when it comes to it'd be like the producers, the writers, they know this, and like Drew just said, be like, apparently their ratings are better than the original, but again, be like, again, if you have nostalgia for one series and they redo the series with this wholly different type of base, with more comedy base and more slapstick and that kind of stuff, be like, you're not gonna like it. It's like me not liking Teen Titans, or not Teen Titans, but Thundercats Roar, which again, it's the same idea where they just make everything a comedy bit, and it's just like it
does get annoying.
It does get very grinding at it,
especially for those of us who grew up with, yes, you had your comedy shows, but you had your action shows. There was a clear delineation between the two, and it was nice to have the variety. But somewhere around 2015-ish, maybe before, maybe after, I'm just saying ish, around that time period, everything became Teen Titans Go copies to a degree.
Well, I think there
was a lot of them, a lot of clones of this style show.
Yeah, the landscape and animation had changed with its style. It would be like you had like all these other forerunners that use this very very similar style, and then you have Teen Titans, you kind of just it's rolling off that design, because be like, what was popular in 2000, whenever the original, I think it was like 2003, whenever that was, be like, that art style was popular.
Yeah.
So art styles change over the decades, with maybe within the couple of years. So the cartoons of 2003, 2004, now 2017 are going to be vastly different.
And one of the things that doesn't help our generation of it anyway is that those of us who really love Teen Titans 2003, it didn't get an ending episode.
No,
to my understanding, it had a last episode, but it did not wrap things up.
It had a movie.
And that kind of wrapped things up. My understanding, I haven't watched it yet, but so when it was announced that a new Teen Titans show was coming out, that naturally got everyone excited. Then we found out it was this, and it was, at least for me in my watchings of the show, it was very off-putting.
It put a buttermilk sour in everybody's mouth.
It's like, okay, here's the best example I can give. If drinking if Teen Titans was like drinking a regular Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Teen Titans Go is drinking Baja Blast Mountain Dew without knowing there's a taste difference or a major taste difference. Because I still say to this day, Baja Blast tastes like someone dissolved a whole roll of sweet tarts into Mountain Dew.
Depends on your range, but
Fair.
it's like, I do see your
It's
point.
just so much more energy filled.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
Oh.
it's so based on I don't know a good way to put it. It's just that style of show, that style of comedy where things are somewhat random
Yeah.
and it's kind of hard to follow, and they make stupid jokes that they weren't funny, at least to me, the first time I saw it. So why is it funny the rest of the episode?
Fair.
That's why I didn't get into Teen Titans Go. It wasn't that I thought it was poorly made. It's just the writing was not there for me because it was too that. This, because there is a plot fed through this, is a lot easier for me to digest.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I like your analogy. Let me, if I can use another one.
Go
Be
ahead.
like, it's like drinking Mountain Dew, like drinking Mountain Dew, the same thing, but you are handed a cup, exact same substance, but it's like a Walmart brand. So it'd be like, it has the same, it looks similar, but once you drink it, once you consume it, be like, it's a shock to the system. Oh my gosh, what in the world did I just drink?
Okay, a better example, I think, that takes care of both of this. If watching regular Teen Titans was drinking a Coca-Cola,
Okay.
watching Teen Titans Go is like drinking Dr. Pepper. They are
Okay. Vast.
they are both have their good qualities.
fair.
But they are different drinks that look the same. And if you do, and a lot of and tell me if I'm wrong, if you're looking at a cup full of the drink and it's not labeled, can you tell if it's actually Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, or Pepsi?
No, unless you can smell it.
Unless you can smell it, and in most cases you can't. I would say that's probably closer. It's
Okay.
like it's like going in and expecting Coca-Cola and it's Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi.
That's
I like
fair.
Coke. But some people prefer Pepsi and don't like Coke.
Fair.
I don't understand those people, but they exist.
Right.
So there are people who are going to prefer Teen Titans Go to Teen Titans.
That
Do
is
I
true.
understand that? No.
No.
But that doesn't mean it's any less valid.
No. I do like Archie stuff in the chat. It's like Timu or Teen Titans. I do
Timu
agree.
Teen Titans. Yes.
Timu Teen Titans. Going in for water and getting vodka.
Well, vodka is just Russian for water.
Mm.
At least that's what I understand.
Mm.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, but Bill, I do enjoy that they are poking fun at themselves. That there is a huge backlash on this, and again, be like the fact that like this movie has made 4 movies as of today,
Mhm.
and it still is an ongoing series, which is impressive because again, obviously, there's a huge fan base out there is wanting more Teen Titans Go, and again, be like, if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine too. It's not my cup of tea. I've tried watching it once or twice. I thought it was not very good. But again, if you enjoy Teen Titans Go, by all means have fun.
So, just so we are on the same page on this, just so we know how well each series did, Teen Titans from 2003 had 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Teen Titans Go has 7 currently.
Yeah.
And the last episode that they put out of Teen Titans Go was on August 1st, 2022.
Oh,
So I have not looked to see if they've got another one coming. I don't know where I'd look for that because I just use Google right quick.
well, I'd be like, I keep like whenever I'm watching anything on HBO Max, be like, because again, when you watch cartoons, you get cartoons for ads, and it's like, oh, Teen Titans are getting a new series.
I'm sorry. The last episode was on September 16th, 2022. I was reading the wrong side of the list.
Okay.
My apologies.
Yeah, but be like, it looked like they were getting a new season. I don't know. I might be wrong. Currently 9.
Yeah, this is the thing. What do you call it? Yeah, there are 9 seasons. Okay, so yeah, that thing I was looking at earlier wasn't updated.
Yeah, it's not updated. It's 9 seasons.
There is a current season. there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's like 800 episodes of this.
That's and plus they're
But
short.
it says
they're
there's four. Right now, actually, I did my math wrong. It's 452.
Yeah, but how long are each episode? They're not long.
That's the question. If these 52 episodes are 15 or 30s, I think technically they're 15s. So yeah, I think these are all 15. So you divide that by 2. That would be. Math is not my strong suit.
It's me neither.
452 divided by 2. Well, that didn't help. Stupid Google. 226 episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say that. So what was the other one? There's. I better check the other thing since that other one lied to me. There's 5 seasons, 13 episodes apiece. So 5 times 65. So yeah, 65 episodes versus 225 equal to yeah. Teen Titans Go is a bit more successful, much to our chagrin.
A little bit. Just to be like, obviously, because it has viewership.
Yeah,
it's
but they're different shows. They were doing different things.
Right. All right. So yeah, that is my first dislike. Be like the first like. That's what I meant to say. Like,
we're not bashing yet.
No. That it acknowledges that the fan some of the fan base doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
What is your first like?
My first like is how well these 2 wildly different iterations of the Teen Titans actually work together. I mean, yes, the original show was much more serious, but it had its comedic bits also, and it kind of works together in a weird sort of way. Granted, I can't imagine there's this the Teen Titans Go has the same emotional depth that the original show had.
Right.
But for the fact that they were able to actually use crossovers are always a touchy thing because they don't always work together.
Agreed.
Especially when they have very different rule sets. And these 2, while they have the DC Comics as a base for basing things off of, I mean, Teen Titans Go is regularly breaking the fourth wall.
True.
They literally have fought Santa Claus, where the original Teen Titans didn't even know if Santa Claus actually existed.
Right.
And I'm watching this whole thing going, when I first read the premise of this, I thought there's no way this is going to work. This is going to be dumb and this is going to be stupid. And it wasn't as dumb and stupid as I thought it was going to be. It was actually a fun little turn your brain off and enjoy the fun type of movie. And I think it would not have worked as well had they I think it could have easily not been if they had treated either side incorrectly or tried to push it more one way or the other. Granted, this is still primarily a Teen Titans Go focused thing, so chaos is ensuing throughout this entire film, but there's still a lot of logic that fits into here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the minute I saw that her crystal crack, I thought I was literally going. It's like, oh yeah, that would make sense. The show being comedic, they probably never dealt with Raven's demon half. That would never have come up.
Maybe.
And so now it's making sense that it's happening. Okay, I can follow that. It worked. There is cuts. There are screenshots of this that look like somebody who just learned Photoshop had just randomly put these characters together, and yet it somehow fits. Like you've got kaiju-sized Trigon in his full glory, and you've got Dad Trigon in his sweater vest in hell,
Mm-hmm.
or in their lair that's very hellish, I should say, holding Chibi Raven and normal Raven.
Yeah.
And yet I can follow why all of that's there and it doesn't feel awkward. It's goofy as all get out, but it's also like cartoons. I should expect goofy.
Mm-hmm.
It works without being too. It's absurd, but it's not too absurd.
Fair enough.
That's the best way I know how to put it. So yeah, I like how well these things somehow work together, despite the fact they probably shouldn't have. What's your second like?
My second like is actually Raven's story arc,
Mm-hmm.
or Chibi.
I called her Chibi Raven because
Well, it makes sense why you would call her that.
I'm now not liking calling them 2003 Raven, 2013 Raven. That's getting very wordy. So Chibi Raven.
Yeah, Chibi Raven's story arc, I do enjoy. There again, I don't know Teen Titans Go that much. I don't know if they ever touched on her demonic side or whatever.
I don't even know if Trigon showed up before this movie.
Apparently, he does.
Well, then maybe it had to have come up, but I'm sure it was more of a goofy, hey, I'm your dad. Don't you want to destroy the world with me sort of a thing. Have
Right.
a father-daughter bonding moment
Right.
while we destroy Tokyo or wherever.
Right. But I do enjoy the fact that like she does struggle with this dual identity of her human side and want to be more human, and the fact that like she does have this demonic side which she has locked away in her gym. She's locked away in a vault or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And this gentleman ghost, am I right?
Yeah, the Gentleman Ghost. He is not a Teen Titans Go original character. He actually exists in DC Comics.
Okay. So Gentleman Ghost is able to possess Raven, discovers the vault, lets her demonic side out, which I thought was a very good idea because of locking apart your apart like what's a good word for that? Secluding a part of yourself within your own subconscious.
So Gentleman Ghost is actually a Flash villain.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it's
In a weird way.
Golden Era Flash.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Golden Era Green Lantern is here in the same room with it on this picture.
Oh, that's
So
interesting. Okay, that's a throwback.
yeah.
But well, I do like the fact that she has this duality. She's trying to struggle with it, and she's having the aid of the original Raven from Teen Titans from the early 2000s. I do really enjoy their partnership. They're trying to work with each other, and again, Chibi Raven's predicament be like the fact she loses all of her demonic power and she becomes this regular girl and she enjoys, oh my gosh, she's smiling, everybody's scared of her now.
Mhm.
And it's like, I thought I was scared of Raven before. She's smiling, she never smiles. And I find she's trying to balance that duality of her demonic side and her human side, and by the end of the movie, she's learned that there is a balance. She has to learn to embrace that side of her. And I find it really interesting how they do that through the film.
Mhm.
Again, Robin's a jerk the entire movie, but
Well, more so Go Robin
that's
than
what
regular
I'm
Robin.
referring to. That's what I did it in the cover.
Yes, which we'll show off in a minute.
We'll show up in a little bit. I actually did the cover before the episode air, which is kind of cool.
And it's the second week in a row you've been able to pull that off.
Exactly. So I do love the duality of Chibi Raven. So what is your second one?
Well, before I get into that, you brought up the whole I've never seen her smile and that's scarier thing. That reminded me of another show.
Okay.
Are you aware of the Cartoon Network show from the 2000s called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Mm-hmm.
And how Mandy never smiled
No.
because she was a grumpy, evil little girl?
Nope.
Well, she was a grumpy, evil little girl.
Okay.
I mean, she was able to force the Grim Reaper to be her and Billy's best friend in the first episode. So there's an episode where she is in a play, and because of the role she's playing, she has to smile, but she can't figure out how to do it. Well, in the final moments of the show, while she's in the play, she finally is able to pull it off, and for a short bit, all is right with the world. And then it ends in an apocalypse because Mandy should never smile. And that's what that reminded me of.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Artsy Steph is pretty much saying the same thing I was saying. But, yeah, my second like for this, I'm going to jump off that, is the story of the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Titans, the other Titans counterparts, the Ravens story really was more interesting to me, how they were dealing with, like, you've got the one Raven from the original show. She knows what's happening. The other Raven doesn't know what's happening. Not really, but she kind of understands what's happening. Right. And the way they're able to O3 Raven is able to be a closer friend to her to 13 Raven or Chibi Raven than the other Titans of Chibi Raven's universe can be, because she understands exactly.
Yeah, it's a mentorship kind of thing.
Well, and stop and think about it. Does either Raven really have anyone that they can relate to about their demonic halves? No. The only people they have is other Ravens from other parts of the multiverse. So it was kind of nice seeing them have a closer friend than they could possibly have otherwise in each other. Mm-hmm. and how either one was helping. I mean, yes, even the parts where it's like, okay, we can't use your powers because that's going to attract their attention. So I guess we'll have to walk all the way back to Titan's Tower. It's just, sure, we'll do that. You go to the next season, and because Chibi Raven apparently never walks. She's way out of breath. Mm-hmm. And because it's a cartoon, you can now see the blisters on her feet bursting through the boots, because gross out humor was very popular in the 2010s, mm-hmm. and apparently still popular. Mm-hmm. But it just, there was not that point. It's like she saw that and she's like, ugh, kind of like you would expect, but she didn't like. She was more sympathetic in a way that that Chibi Raven's Robin or Beast Boy, most especially Beast Boy, since the relationship, the lovers' relationship does appear to still be between them in Go, like it is in the original, the boyfriend girlfriend thing. Not really boyfriend girlfriend, but close enough.
Kind of, but Beast Boy calls her Mama.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Teen Titans Go to know what that's about.
Precisely, but
than it's a nickname. But I don't know what the nickname signifies. I am assuming it's more kind of I don't know. There is a relationship between the two. Still, I can tell in Go.
Okay.
It may not be the same type of relationship that was in 03, but there is still a relationship there.
It's definitely not the same.
No.
I get you.
Well, I mean, Starfire and Robin seems to be non-existent in Go, unlike in 03. But
I am just going to simply speculate on this. I think with Go, they're trying to avoid more relationship building. It's like they're just a bunch of friends who just like to chill.
Which would not surprise me.
Yeah, but I understand where you're coming from.
Right, but just in a way, it seems like they were. It was just nice seeing these two loners who, even though they have friends and their friends do try to help them, there is just still always going to be that gap that can never fully be crossed, except by another Raven of the multiverse. That I thought it was nice being able to see that happen for these characters, because it worked well for both of them. I mean, when 03 Raven dealt with her demonic half, all she had was she had to split herself into like 13 or 14 personalities to make it work. And Ghost Raven didn't have to do that because she had someone who understood what she was going through and was able to help her through it. And that's what I liked about that relationship. So what is your third like?
My third like would actually be the Whirligog little
Whirligog.
Whirligog. It'd be like, it was like, okay, it's a very, what do you call it? It's a certain MacGuffin. It's a MacGuffin device in the movie. And it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool that they have this and the like how all the characters meet. The fact, again, this kind of ties into one of my dislikes later on, but the fact to be like the Teen Titans Go team knows where it is just for no weird reason. That'd be like, it may have popped up in a different season, whatever. I don't know. I don't watch the show. I have no desire to watch the show again, but I do enjoy the Whirligog prop. Let's say that it's like, oh yeah, we can do this with this, and be like, it's like, oh, it's the magic orb that makes everything happen in the show. Be like, okay, that was interesting. Be like, it's a very classic trope, but yeah, I thought it was interesting, the Whirligog. And again, I just made this up in like, while you were working your second. What is your third?
I have double checked on Google, and admittedly, I am using this is the Google AI assistant because it's faster.
Right.
It didn't exist before that.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Granted, if I'd have thought to look it up before that, I would have done better research, but we're in the middle of the show.
Right.
Forgive me.
Yeah, you're fine.
But apparently the Whirligog is an item from the DC universe. So it just hadn't shown up in Go or the original Teen Titans before this.
Fair.
My third like for this film, I kind of like that it had just enough logic that we could get from the beginning of the end of the movie without really having to. Let me rephrase this. I like its illogical, its logical illogicness.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of illogic that is in this.
Fair.
The fact that, oh, where's the Whirligog? It's at the North Pole with Santa Claus. And it's like, A, how did you know that? B, why would Mrs. Claus have it?
Exactly.
And why do Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus hate you? That's a question. I kept half expecting to find out that Mrs. Claus was actually Granny Goodness.
Oh, that would have been funny.
But it's not.
No.
But you've got that whole bit. You've got the whole idea. It's like, oh, we need an excuse for Raven's powers to mess up. We're going to have them fight a ghost. What ghosts we have in the DC universe we can pull? Oh, how about Gentleman Ghost? Okay, who are we going to get to voice him? Weird Al. Of course, that makes perfect sense. And the Weird Al part is actually good casting. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But well, we're going to have them possess all these other people, and then he'll try to possess Raven, but that's going to cause a problem with her crystal, which cause it to crack, which allow her demon to escape. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That fits the logic of what has worked with Raven's powers before in other media. Yeah, we'll work with that. And then that's going to, of course, cause Trigon to show up because Trigon wants her powers because Trigon is evil. And
Trigon is
how is Trigon going to get it when she won't give it to him nicely? Oh, yeah, he'll masquerade around as this games master of games and do this big arena fight. Why? It'd be kind of cool to watch, and it's not we have to have it's like logically I understand why you need that thing to happen so that the two groups can come together. Yes. It makes sense from a logical point of view of how you straighten up, but the way you get the Titans there is goofy because literally it's just like, oh, how do we get the Teen Titans, the Go Titans to actually participate? We'll have them be kidnapped by their O3 counterparts. Why are the O3 counterparts and being involved in this and willing to work with the Master of Games and kidnapping their O3 counterparts or their 13 counterparts? We need the story to move along. Don't think too hard about it. In a way, that's annoying and plot contrivancy, which I'm sure is going to come up in your dislikes. But in a way, it works in the way the show is set up because it's meant to be this goofy comedy where sometimes we go off on wild tangents for whole episodes that have nothing to do with an actual story. but yet it just has to happen to make the plot work.
True.
In a way that's annoying, but also in a way when that's what the universe is based off of and how the universe works, the fact that it sticks with that, even when it's dealing with the characters in another universe, it kind of works in a way. Like about the time we got done with the Master of Games part and Trigon shows up, the 03 Trigon shows up. It's like, okay, stuff's just going to happen. I have to accept that to a degree. It's not going to make sense, but if I think about it for just a little bit, I can rationalize it easily, and we can just move on, because the point is not why this character shows up. This is not meant to be Teen Titans 03. I understand that. This is meant to be Teen Titans Go with the Teen Titans 03 visiting. They're going to bring the logic of their universe along, and that's going to help. But at the same time, it's still Teen Titans Go. Don't think too hard. Just let it flow over you, and it'll all be fine, and you can enjoy yourself. And I kind of like how there is logic in this. If you're paying attention, it's serving illogical ends, but it is there. It's almost a kid logic, for lack of a better term.
Right.
And while that can get annoying, I can kind of work with it. Kid logic is fine with me in this. I can't stand it in the show, but for some reason in this, with just a little bit of more structure that the Teen Titans 03 provide, it's fine. It works. I can work with it. Would I want to then see this in another movie or the show? I don't know. I can tell you I'm not going to be watching the show anytime soon, but in this movie, it worked. It worked just enough that I was able to enjoy myself. And that brings us to the end of our likes. Jacob, what's your first dislike for this film?
My first dislike of this film, again, no Rant Masters whatsoever.
No,
because there's really no need for Rant Master in this movie.
And there's a reason I didn't play the bad movie version of this, because it's not really a bad movie.
No, it's not. I would say just more. Again, I have my level of silliness. It's like, okay, that's funny. This is you're beating the goofy horse to death.
There are a lot of times that horse has been dead and needs to be stopped being hit.
Yes, agree. Stop abusing the dead horse, please. The silliness goes a bit too much. Because I understand that's probably the humor, the formula the show goes with, and again, your mileage may vary when it comes to comedy, because I know people who absolutely love Dumb and Dumber and all these other movies. I cannot stand them. Give me something that has a little more grit, a little more edge to it. It could be funny, but a little more depth. And that's one thing I probably didn't like about Teen Titans Go, because there is no depth. And so the fact that this is such a screwball comedy in every aspect that it becomes grinding by the end of it. You get the point. Even with the Teen Titans, it gets a little irritating. It's okay, I'll get to that in a minute. But the overall silliness of the movie, which has been rolled over from the show, and they have 9 seasons, which is nuts. Which again, if you're a fan, by all means, enjoy it. Don't let me my thoughts on Teen Titans Go sway you anymore.
Something being silly is not necessarily a good or bad thing.
No, it's not.
But it is a descriptor that can denote how much a person probably can take.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that's true of both me and Jacob. While we are on different scales of how much silly we can take, we can only take so much.
That is true.
And Teen Titans Go, at least the TV show, from what I saw, hit that quota very fast.
It did.
And this movie hits it somewhere in the middle.
And again, that's the stick of the show, the stick of the movie, but it's just not for me. I am not a fan of just, okay, let's be silly for the silly of sake and make no effort to make any kind of effort in the film to make a good story. But again, be like this again, it's not my cup of tea. I have my certain threshold when it comes to silliness, and this is way down here, and I just don't really enjoy it. So the silly, like there's little bits of your aka that's funny, but then it gets really tiring really quick. So the silliness of it is my first dislike.
My first dislike of the film comes with actually how the Teen Titans are animated, the 03 Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Because while they are using the 03 character designs, and for the most part, they are trying to use the style of animation they were using, they don't move quite right. They move more like Teen Titans Go characters than they do 03 Titans, because 03 Titans had a very exaggerated anime art animation style.
Yeah.
A lot of kind of freeze, let mouths do most of the animation, and then when movement happens, you get a lot of fast movements. It's exaggerated because if we're being honest, Teen Titans probably had more of an animation budget than, unfortunately, a lot of anime at the time had. They were able to actually do a lot. They were able to do that at a much faster rate.
Yeah.
But they did not even try to do an anime-ish animation style with the Teen Titans characters.
Right.
They move.
I think that was intentional, though.
But that's the problem. They're still supposed to be the Teen Titans from 03.
Oh, agreed.
They should move like the. When you compare it to the other groups of Titans that show up in this, like the maybe not the comic book Titans, but some of the other ones that like the rubber hose animation style, some of the other weird different ones, like the straight to DVD video Titans that show up that are in this. They're animated just like they are in their stuff, maybe a little bit faster.
Yeah,
but this one does not do it right. I know they're still animating and having to match the style to a degree of the Go Titans, but there still should have been at least some points where it felt. I'm going with the feeling thing here. It should have felt more like the 03 Titans. Now, there's to a degree that's not going to be entirely possible because 03 Titans, I believe, was one of the last cell animated television shows too, if I'm not mistaken. And they're not going to be able to directly match a cell animation style in digital. At the same time, it's like, could y'all have at least tried to? And then on top of that, the colors for the characters, for the 03 characters, are not as deep as they were in the original show.
Okay.
They're dark, don't get me wrong, but there's a little lightness to it. It's like somebody turned the brightness up a tad too much, for lack of a better term.
That's fair.
It doesn't have it's nothing that is like necessarily detrimental, but all of these things added up when I'm watching it made me think these are not the 03 Titans. These are a reasonable facsimile of the 03 Titans that exists in the 13 Titans multiverse. I can't say for 100% fact, even with Trigon has this problem.
Yeah.
I can't say with 100% certainty that they are the same. They're just enough different that it's off.
Okay.
And it bugged me throughout the whole film how off the animation and the colors were for those characters all through it, that was not affecting any of the other art styles that show up for the other Titans in this film.
Right.
So yeah, that's my first dislike.
Okay, so my second dislike is going to tie directly into yours, and I can probably give a good explanation and reason behind that.
I'm sure there's a good reason
Oh, yeah.
behind it.
Right.
It's just something that bugged me the entire time.
Fair. So my general thought is with this, because as I wrote down in my notes, is let me get there. I almost think it's not a spoof on the Titans, but they play them way too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, these are supposed to be like the series as the
serious Titans.
as the Chibi Titans call them. Oh, the serious Titans.
Right.
So
Which makes me think maybe in universe they're not the same Titans as the 03 Titans.
No, they're the same
in the multiverse.
No, they're the same Titans. They're the exact same Titans.
I know they're intended to represent those Titans, but in the multiverse, you could have a Titan scene that's like them, but is more serious. That would technically fit this definition.
Yeah, because it'd be like you look at like the angles in which they're
Mhm.
like they're like you look at Cyborg, like all his lines are like hot, like very like they're they're angled and everything like that because all their cheekbones are angled. And so you have this, like, again, they bring in more of this seriousness style when it comes to this version of the Teen Titans from 2003, 2004.
And I get that they're supposed to be the same characters. It's just there's enough difference. My brain, because I know a multiverse is involved,
Right.
especially in this story, makes me question, is this the same universe? Because all we really have is their word that it's the 03 Titans.
Right.
That happen to maybe have a similar thing. I get that this is about as different from the Teen Titans 03 as the new Batman Adventures is from the rest of Batman the Animated Series. It's just a slightly different art style.
Okay.
And aim, but it's still supposed to be the same characters.
Yes, supposed to be same characters, but I think for be like the again using that serious motif.
Yeah.
But like the fact to be like you have
It provides good contrast between the two teams.
yes, it does. And let me use the example of where Robin is on the roof, and so you have Beast Boy and Cyborg, who normally in the show are the goofballs, are the ones making cracking jokes, what have you. Like even Starfire makes jokes every once in a while, where Robin is so serious, all the weight of the world is on him, everything depends on him. So you have this very, like, they're working out. That normally never happens in the original show, where they're goofing around, they're might lunging around.
Teenagers.
They're teenagers. And so this be like, again, they took the Teen Titans and made what this version of the Teen Titans would think of Teen Titans from the 2000s.
Well, and if we're being honest, we are dealing with a team that is going through they're in the middle of a mission. They have stuff they need to be doing. Cyborg and Beast Boy and Starfire are usually goofier than they are in here.
Yeah.
But when the mission is on, the mission's on.
Right.
So they're going to be more focused on the mission than any of the Go Titans would ever be.
Yes, I do agree to an extent, but
I'm thinking we're agreeing is what's happening.
We're agreeing, but I'm trying to make a point with it.
I think I understand your point.
Yeah. The like, again, they'll be like, I think when with this movie, they wanted to make the Teen Titans so serious that it differentiated them from the Teen Titans Go.
I agree that that's the point.
Right. And so it's like, I do agree with you slightly that it is be like, if I was to go that direction, it's a different Teen Titans, but it's not. It's the same Teen Titans, but be like, I don't agree with the movie making all the teens, what they do is so serious. And like, they should have let the comedy run out a little bit. That would make sense, but they don't, which made no sense to me.
I think we're in agreement that we know why they did what they did.
Yeah.
We wish that our Teen Titans.
Yeah.
You get right down to it. We're both on the 03 team as our team.
Right.
we wish our Teen Titans were better represented for what they were.
Yeah, make them a little more comedy, a little bit,
Right.
Because
Unfortunately,
it would fit with them instead of
Right,
we're
but-
gonna be serious about everything.
But from
That
a
doesn't make any
movie,
sense.
but from a writing point of view, it's understandable that they want the Go Titans to be the goofy team, while the other Titans are the more serious
Yeah.
team, the more what we would have expected to come out of the DCAU Titans team.
Right.
But that's not what they are. And I
No.
think that's probably what's throwing us off about how the 03 Titans are represented in this.
Right.
Anyway.
No, but it's like, yeah, so the one of the parts that really bugged me is when they're in the tower and then the Teen Titans they go into one of the little songs,
Mhm.
and I'm like, wait a minute, like Beast Boy and Cyborg would have literally like clicked completely with them because they're the goofballs.
Yeah.
And again, with this, they're not. Be like, I don't know how to be serious. I don't know how to be silly. I'm like, hello, knock on your head. Be like, you're the comedy duo of this show.
Yeah.
Why are you being this way? Oh, because the writer needs them to be too serious about everything. That's what bugged me.
And that is the other thing, is this is being written by the Teen Titans Go writing staff,
Right.
not the Teen Titans writing
No,
staff.
of course not.
I bet that the regular Teen Titans writing staff was not even at the studio when they were talking. So may not even been consulted.
Who knows?
Not because they didn't want to work with them, but because, it's everyone's busy and working on different projects.
Right.
This was probably, this is basically a TV special that was released on DVD.
Yeah, it's a Warner Brothers,
You've got to write
DC thing.
What I'm saying is you got to make a decision of what you're doing, write it and put it out there. You can't do it like you would do a theatrical movie where you would make sure you double checked all your things,
Right.
crossed your T's and dotted your I's, and made sure, oh yes, these are well represented. You don't have the time to do that. You just got to pray you're getting close, and you probably can't get another writing team together
Mhm.
from 10 to 20 years prior to say, hey, what are your thoughts on what we're doing with these characters? The fact that you've got the same cast that works between the two is already a godsend on this project, that there happen to be the same cast members between both shows.
Yes.
So that's why I think the acting is on point, but the writing is a little off. Anyway, I hope I haven't derailed your point too much.
No, your head. What is your second?
Yeah, my second dislike is you get right down to it. As much fun as I had with this, I don't like the Teen Titans Go. They are a little too silly for my taste.
That's fair.
This whole thing is a Teen Titans Go film. I think the regular Titans do kind of stabilize the story somewhat, but the Teen Titans Go versions of all of these characters grate on me almost the entire time. There's some stuff that works. There's some funny stuff. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but the entire time I'm watching this, I'm sitting there going, am I watching a movie for toddlers? For kids who just think fart jokes are funny? I'm not saying fart jokes aren't funny. I enjoy a good fart joke, but I don't want the whole thing. I don't want this to be what was that thing? That thing, Annoying Orange.
Yes.
This feels like someone saw Annoying Orange and put the Titans on top of it, which I don't know if that's what happened originally with the Teen Titans Go show, if that was an inspiration or anything.
Mhm.
But I'm sitting here watching this going, can we move on? You just did a whole rap song about the Whirligog for no reason, and you admitted it was to pad time. This is not funny. And that is the one thing that will kill a comedy above anything else, is if you do not find it funny.
Agreed.
And there's a lot of parts in this I don't find that funny, because it's just too much silliness for silliness' sake.
Right.
I don't mind silly, but there's got to be a point to your silly for it to make sense. And a lot of this, there's not a lot of point to the silly. There's
That is
not
true.
there's not something it serves. It's just being silly for silliness' sake, and I can stand that in short doses. But when you're getting up to a 15-minute television series or an hour and a half long movie, you're going to have to give me some more. Now, granted, they gave me some more, and that made it more palatable. But there's a lot of parts in this where I'm going, can you not do that, please, and just move on to the next plot point? Granted, I think there's some things that worked well, like the Raven eating her other selves like a Pac-Man.
Right.
That was funny,
That was.
but that was a quick joke, and then we can move on. And then turning into the unkindness, which is like, that's a great kids epic name. Like it's obviously a name a kid would come up with, but it does kind of have that kind of raw, like metal kind of name. But
Yeah.
it's very that was funny. But
Yeah.
then you get to stuff like the Whirlagog song, the Cooperation song, which just felt like you ought to enjoy this because it's Titans. It may not be your Titans, but shut up. We should all work together. It's like, no, that's not how this works. You need to give me actual reasons why these characters, like the thing I like. One of the things I liked about the Raven storyline is I got the sense that the two, despite the differences in their universes and how things worked, they understood each other. The Robins and the Cyborgs, the Beast Boys, and the Starfires, I never got that feeling from. It's just, oh, we're the same people. That's why we get along. It's like, I'm not seeing any evidence of this relationship, of an understanding between y'all. It's still just goofy side and serious side, and Ebony and Ivory doesn't always work. I'm sorry. So, yeah, it's just the Teen Titans are just really too silly for my liking, and I hate that in order to give contrast to that, they had to make the 03 Titans more serious. So, what's your third dislike?
So I kind of be like, so I was rearranging my notes and I was like, okay, my last one wasn't strong enough, so I had to come up with another one. So again, when you do multiverse things, that's great. They're kind of cool. Again, this is Teen Titans Go, so things are going to be a bit more silly.
Yes.
So, but the usage of the multiverse of different versions of Teen Titans, I like the idea. They bring in the direct to DVD, Titans. I like the fact that they bring in the comic version of them.
Yes.
Like all the other ones are just kind of like, okay, we need to bring in more goofy, silly ones. But
we need more Titans on screen for the last battle, so we need more versions of the Titans.
Yeah, we need more versions,
which works in some of them.
Right, it does.
It's just like, okay, yeah, you're there.
Yeah, so I think what did I say? It was, I think like the multiverse characters were kind of a waste. I understand they're trying to make this big, Avengers style moment, and to me it's kind of a waste because you're not utilizing them very well. You have a bunch of them, they do all the exact same thing. There's no it's fun to see them on screen, but they really don't do much for the role except for the other Ravens, because they get absorbed by the Go Raven. But I thought that was a cool idea.
And technically, the cyborgs ought to all be able to connect up. But.
Right, that was kind of interesting. But I think there was a little bit of because again, you're dealing with a movie that's running an hour and a half.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time.
And you don't. So
this was not. I think one thing that on the same note is I am, without meaning to, comparing it to Into the Spider-Verse, because they're both multiversal stories,
right?
But obviously, Spider-Verse I think is a lot better film.
Agreed.
But they're going for two different things.
Yes,
with their things. So, but it's hard for me not to compare the two. Anyway.
Okay, fair enough. I think it's just more. It was under a underutilization of characters because again, you do have a limitation on time. But I think if they could have just done something more than they all do the exact same thing, and it's silly, it's supposed to be, but be like the Ravens, the multi Ravens are, what do you call that again?
The unkindness.
Yeah, what do you call like a bunch of ravens that are a flock of ravens?
It's literally an unkindness or a congress of ravens.
Oh, okay.
That is the
okay.
That those collections of animals
Yes.
that somebody in 15th century England had to come up with funky names for.
Right.
That's the one. Unkindness or congress is what they came up with.
Okay, the unkindness of ravens. I thought that was a cool idea.
Yes.
I think there was just a little underutilization because again, be like you want to do everything for like really cool battle scenes, but it's more like okay, it'd be like they're all just standing there basically doing nothing. Like big battle, woo, not really interesting. But it's more of a wish fulfillment from the Teen Titans Go. Oh, okay, we got this version of us. Okay, cool. They really don't do anything. So again, be like you could have brought in the Teen Titans, the comic, the direct to DVD. You could have brought in those and made it really, really epic and actually use them as characters instead of, we just need a bunch of the same characters doing the exact same thing. And I get it. Again, it's a comedy. I just didn't really enjoy it. So that's my third dislike.
A lot of that I think is going to be a quantity versus quality problem because there's so many of these groups of Titans.
Yeah.
You don't have time to focus on any single one of them besides the 03 and 13 Titans. You bring in the DVD, the straight to DVD Titans, and that's a fun little nod. But they don't really do anything either, except Robin tries to steal the Nightwing costume at one point.
Teen Titan Robin's Ghost sucks.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I get that. But I think a lot of your problem is you look at something like Spider-Verse, as I brought up. They actually put a lot of work into each of the individual spiders that were in that. This, they didn't have time to do that. So you have a quality versus quantity issue there, I think.
What is your...
My third dislike for this film is... I just, at the end of the day, could have skipped this one.
That's fair.
There's a lot of movies that we've watched that I've either liked or didn't like for one reason or another, but with the exception of some, even stuff like Leo the Lion or the animated Titanic films, there was at least, I was glad to have watched them if for no other reason than it gave us a good review material. This, I feel like I could have not watched this film and come up with a lot of, it just seemed like maybe a couple clips and come out with the same review. It's just not the same. It's not, this is like the most meh feeling I've had about a film that we have done where I felt like I should have enjoyed it more than I think we've had across anything. So
I was about to say because
Murder of Crows.
Yeah, it's a murder. Murder
Ravens.
of Crows. Yeah, Ravens.
And honestly, could you have called in a kids movie a group of
Ravens,
a character, amalgamated character like that, the murder? That would not have gone over very well.
No.
But the unkindness kind of works.
It does.
But anyway, this is a meh film for me.
That's fair.
And I hate that because there are parts of this movie I enjoyed watching, and a lot of it I didn't. But I don't feel like in this I got anything out of it. I didn't get jokes out of it to make fun of it. I didn't get material to make fun of it. I didn't get like a ton of enjoyment out of what was going on in the film. There was a couple of nice little things here and there, but it just felt like when I was with the when we had a scene with with the Go Titans, it was just too much silliness involved. we get to the O3 Titans, and they are so focused on the mission that the things that I liked about the O3 Titans are just not even there because they're secondary characters in this film.
Yeah.
There's just so much of that there that at the end of the day, it feels like like I said, I could have watched a couple of clips, gotten the same feeling about the whole thing, and probably maybe even enjoyed it more than watching the whole thing from beginning to end, because I can't think of a joke for this film to make. I can't think of anything to make fun of this film over,
Right.
like it was a bad film. I can't think of anything to necessarily really praise the film for. And there's no nostalgia to play into this because the team that I should be nostalgic for is not even as well represented as I prefer, because they're the secondary characters and they've had to have, in order to fit in with the other characters, parts of them were modified to make them fit. I just, like I said, it's meh. It happened. I watched the film. I don't regret watching the film. I could have gone without watching the film and probably felt the same way at the end of the day.
Fair.
So yeah, my third dislike for this film is that I feel very meh about it.
Okay. So what do you rate
5.
this? A 5.
I'm giving it a 5. It's not like I said, it's not well,
He ain't half bad.
Ain't half good either.
that's the thing. It ain't half bad. It ain't half good. It just exists. So I'm giving it a score that just exists. 5.
You know what? I'm going to change that. I'm going to give it a 6. I feel like it's animated very well. It's got some good points to it. It's got a good, character dynamics in it. I'll be like, I'm not going to dismiss the film. I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's a wonderful film. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing like Leo the Lion. But there's just more like Drew said, it's kind of a meh film. It's kind of this middle of the road. It's got some good points, and it's got some, again, if you don't like, certain levels of humor, you're going to get really tired of it and irritated by it, like I did. So, I'm going to give it a 6. I'll be like, it's well animated, it's well done. So, yeah, 6.
Which brings us to the end of this review. Next week, we are going to be looking at a patron pick, a film called Power Up the Movie, that was, from what I could tell, a pilot for another Cartoon Network television series that was more live action than cartoon, which always threw me off with Cartoon Network. But Edwin Gonzalez has asked for us to review this film. So, yeah, we are doing that this week. I've got to remember to text him, let him know. But join us next week for that. In the meantime, we're going to play some bumpers and then get to our next review of Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
Speaking of no, that's not even a good transition. Anyway, this week we suggest checking out the Retro Rewind podcast. Every other week, you can join the Retro Rewind pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games and establishing what is still worth your time today and what isn't. You can expect fun banter and trivial insights from Francisco, Paul, and a rotating group of guest hosts who are all out of time. The Cellcast would also like to thank the following patrons:
RC Stuff,
PaulGPowers.com,
Bookie Gaming, Char,
Edwin Gonzalez, and
the
Monster Island Film Vault.
Thanks, Nate.
If you would like to have your name shouted out on the show, plus episodes of our Patreon exclusive shows, We're Just Superman and Extra TAS X-Men 97, you can donate to our Patreon at the $1 level. At the $5 level, you can get all that, plus uncut episodes of the Cellcast with no ads. And then at the $10 level, Oh, you also get special art from Jacob at the $5 level.
Mhm.
Didn't mean to skip that. And then at the $10 level, you can force us to review a film of your choice within reason. In 2027, there are 3 slots left open for that year, so get them while they're hot. You can also check out our Redbubble store for stickers, t-shirts, and various other merch. And if you want to support us without spending any money, please rate, review, and subscribe to us wherever you found us. And please share us with your friends.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
All right, everyone. We have to do something about these Saiyans. They're approaching Earth quickly, and I don't think we have the strength to take them on alone. Batman, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think.
I have an idea!
Oh, God.
Oh, God, it's Aquaman.
Come on, guys! We could use whales! Whales!
Someone, get him out of here.
Oh, the whales!
Tonight!
Oh, gosh.
I'm not telling. So I didn't have this set up for the last episode, but I've decided for the bumpers, as y'all can tell, that I'm just using clips from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. This one seemed to fit the movie also, so that's why I went with it.
That's fair.
And I didn't tell him what movie, what clip I was playing.
No, we did not.
And I won't be telling him any of the future clips either. We are looking at Dragon Ball Z Abridged Season 1, Episodes 3, 4, and 5 tonight. Or, sorry, 4, 5, and 6, which are Snake Way to Heaven, Vegeta kills Bugs dead, and No One Ever Listens to the Magical Dragon. In the manga, this adapts chapters 207 through 212. In the Z anime, this is episodes 7 through 21. And the Kai anime, this is episodes 4 through 8. Getting into the synopsis. After finding himself dead, Goku has to run down Snake Way to King Kai's place to train with him. He falls into hell and has to deal with Princess Snake before he gets there. He then learns the Kaioken and Spirit Bomb techniques off screen.
Mm-hmm.
Krillin, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha go to Kami's lookout to be trained by Mr. Popo. They instantly regret it. And Piccolo tries to train Gohan, but he's having a hard time learning how to dodge. Meanwhile, Nappa and Vegeta continue their way to Earth, stopping at the planet Arlia, much to the regret of the Arlians.
Oh, gosh.
Getting into the name origins for this one, we are looking at the Z Warriors. Yamcha is based on the character of Sha Wujin in Journey to the West, and his name is literally a Cantonese term for going out to eat dim sum. So Yum Cha literally translates to drink tea. Tien Shinhan derives from the Chinese term Tien Chun Fan, meaning fried rice or of some kind of rice meal. Chaozu, on the other hand, the Japanese translation of his name is gyoza or jiaozi in Chinese, and it means dumpling.
Interesting.
Krillin, or as he's pronounced in Japan, Kuririn, which is a lot harder for me to say. The curry part of his name is Japanese for chestnut. This is Akira Toriyama's joke about Krillin's lack of hair. And Rin, the last half, derives from the word Shaolin. So his name literally means chestnut martial artist.
Really?
Yeah, that's literally what his name means. Piccolo Jr., because he is technically the son of Demon King Piccolo.
Jr.
Is, of course, named after a small flute. This is unlike other Namekians that we will run across. The Demon Clan that King Piccolo made has all their names they're all named after musical instruments. In Dragon Ball Z's Namekian language, however, not abridged, but in Z's Namekian Dragon Ball in the actual Namekian language, his name just means another world, because he got the name off of a word he saw in the ship that he landed in. We aren't going to get into Piccolo and Kami's past, but they did technically used to be the same guy. That's why if one dies, the other dies.
Right.
Master Roshi, aka the Turtle Hermit, In Japanese, his name and title are Muten Roshi and Kame Sennin. In Japanese, Kame, not Kami, Kame means turtle.
Kamehameha. Yeah.
And Sennin are ascetic Taoist hermits of legend who are said to have magical powers. Literally, his name and they have extraordinary long lives. Thus, his name, Kame Sennin, literally means turtle hermit.
Ah.
Roshi itself is Japanese for the Chinese word Laoshi, which means teacher. Also, Ro means old or elderly, a reference to his age. And Shi means purple, which is a reference to the purple turtle shell he wore in the original series.
Ah.
We don't see him wearing it much anymore.
Fair.
Kami, the other half of Piccolo, his name literally means God because he was just meant to be a god originally. Mr. Popo, or as his name is in Japanese, Misuta Popo. According to page 157 of the
legal?
According to page 157 of the Dragon Ball Forever Guide published by Shueisha, Akira Toriyama says, I named him that just because it sounds comfortable.
Okay, what did it mean? Sorry, I'd be like, interrupt you.
What Akira Toriyama says, the reason he named the character Mr. Popo is just because it sounded comfortable.
Oh, okay. Popo.
There's literally no other meaning to that name.
Oh, okay. Popo.
Which is really interesting when you consider Dragon Ball Z abridges Popo. Because he is not comfortable.
And this bridge, no,
he is not. Next, Bulma, who is not technically a Z warrior, but I kind of wanted to throw her in here because she's part of the main group.
Right.
All of Bulma's family is named after underwear. So her name actually means bloomers. While I will get into this more when we do the rest of Bulma's family, I do want to point out that Brief is not her last name, even though it is her dad's name. Because he is Dr. Brief.
Right.
But Brief is not a surname, so she is not Bulma Briefs. Don't go down that road. She is also one of the characters that was introduced back in the first arc. So her character was originally based off Tripitaka, the main pilgrim and leader of the group in Journey to the West.
Really?
Yeah. Literally the character that tricked Monkey into going on the quest.
Yeah.
Much like she does at the beginning of Dragon Ball's, the original Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Lastly, Oolong.
That's obvious.
He is based on Pigsy in Journey to the West.
Yes.
And he is named for oolong tea. Oolong coming from the Chinese word wulong, meaning amber tea. So his name literally just means tea.
Oh, okay.
All right. Trivia. And this will be quick. We get 2 Krillin Dome counts in these episodes. The third is when Krillin gets knocked off the lookout after having questions about the pecking order. And the fourth, after being pulled under the floor by Brezel and Sprout, Krillin questions how it could be worse. Shortly after, Mr. Popo says, "Hi," and Krillin screams in terror.
I would have
this
to
is
say
far better than the second owned count.
I do agree. Be like, I don't agree with like sometimes when you do the Krillin own count, where it's like, oh, okay. I thought it was more like, okay, he gets knocked out or embarrassed, something like it. It's like, oh, he just got owned. Okay.
So if you go back and watch the commentary episodes that Team 4-Star has put out, they have said that they felt at the time they were doing season 1 that they felt like they had to have an owned moments for Krillin in every episode.
That makes sense.
And that's why the second one is kind of not really a good own.
Yeah, agreed.
This one, it's better.
Yeah.
These two are better, but they're still forcing it in some cases in this point. The title to the episode Snake Way to Heaven, of course, is a pun on Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Princess Snake's portrayal in this is fully a reference to Metal Gear Solid, including the codec and the voice.
Oh, that makes sense. I was what in the world?
And even the little Eureka, the exclamation point when Snake, when Goku thinks something's up with the cardboard box that was behind him. that Princess Snake was in.
Okay.
The stinger of this episode references Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Megami 33, who was making Sailor Moon the abridged series at the same time this episode was made, voices Sailor Moon here.
Oh.
And it's still one of my favorite scenes in season 1. Gohan's Ozaru form, giant ape or giant monkey form, shows up for the first time here, being referencing Donkey Kong.
Yes, with the barrel.
The name of the episode, Vegeta Kills Bugs Dead, is a reference to the Raid insecticide commercials from the 90s, where the tagline was Raid Kills Bugs Dead. This is also the episode where Piccolo starts yelling dodge. So that's a running gag. And those of you who have listened to the what is Dragon Ball Z abridged episode I put out before last week's episode, you heard that at the beginning.
Yes.
Dodge. The Justice League sequence in this episode uses footage from the Justice Friends cartoon series. In this sequence, Batman is voiced by Kaiser Neko, Superman by HBI 2K, and Aquaman is voiced by Lanny Pator. This episode is also the first appearance of King Kai, Bubbles, Gregory, Nerl, and Guru. In the original version of this episode released on YouTube back in the day, during Nappa's Rancor flashback, Barbra Streisand's song Memories was played during that sequence, but was removed due to copyright many, many years ago.
Of course.
The episode Nobody Ever Listens to the Magical Dragon debuts Shinron and, for a very brief cameo, Bardock.
Oh, yeah. Bardock is in it for a fraction of a second.
Yes.
This is not a good
This is the only episode where Chaozu is voiced by Fro Legend. From the rest of the series on, he'll be voiced by Megami 33. And when Goku leaves King Kai's planet, King Kai claims he's alone again, even though Bubbles, Gregory, and Bojack, who I did not mention earlier, are with him.
Bojack.
He doesn't even consider them company, indicating he does hate all three of them. Bojack was the villain of the movie BoJack Unbound, which would have been the next Dragon Ball Z abridged movie they would have abridged after Broly, had they decided to continue the series.
Right.
And they even, I think they was even partially in production before they decided to cancel.
Right.
So, and that's all I've got for trivia. What are your thoughts on these 3 episodes?
Oh, gosh. Good night.
The writing is a lot better now.
The writing's a little bit better.
It's getting there.
It's a little bit better. The let me think. With the when they meet the, what is it, in Snake Way, and he falls off.
Oh, Gauze and Mez.
No.
Princess Snake.
Princess Snake be like, I think these 3 episodes, they all blend together in my head.
They do.
And it just be like, it's okay. I couldn't distinguish which one was which because I watched them back to back.
Same.
And
I can't tell you, like, in my mind, the Chaozu, Yamcha, and Tien on, whatever that planet was that they were at, to me is in the first of the episodes we covered, because they were literally transported there during that episode.
Right.
So.
Right. So I think if I'm going to take highlights from these episodes, be like you have what was it? Give me a second. Yeah, Princess Snake. I thought that was a very interesting name because they're playing off, Snake from
Metal Gear
Solid. That was interesting.
And the guy who does the voice for that is doing a very good David Hayter.
I would assume so. But I mean, like, yeah, it was good. I loved the dodge part. That was great. I thought it was funny. I learned to dodge. Dodge is taking Texas by the horn. Like it was a commercial back in the 90s because all I hear is dodge, ram.
Right.
Yeah. They even have a hat like that for Team Warstar or whatever.
Yes,
but
they do have a t-shirt, a Dodge t-shirt.
And a hat.
They have both.
But again, can you tell I live in Texas? But Let me think. What else did I like about these 3 episodes? Because again, they all blurred together.
Yeah.
This episode was good. I think the second episode. Hold on.
Well, let's kind of hit this in segments since they are blurring together as to what happens when. So let's Goku on Snake Way. What's your favorite thoughts on that section?
Let me think.
Snake Way and King Kai's plan.
Yes. King Kai was like, okay, so it's obviously an adaptation. You do have a lot of shortcutting.
Mhm.
You do be like, again, if they would have gone into a little more of the training where it's like Goku's just running around, it's like he thinks he's trained. It's like, oh, okay, now I'm alone again. Oh, thanks, Bubbles. I did find it funny. I did find it's like, okay. So again, they do point out an error where he does learn the spirit bomb off screen.
Yeah.
He doesn't learn it anytime during
And that's in the manga as well.
yeah, it's
so.
be like he just learns it just like offhand. It's like that is a little bit weird. I do love that they pointed that out.
Mhm.
When he goes down to hell, be like that's kind of funny. The 2 hench guys who were
Yes.
just literally arguing with him, and he literally just runs at his.
Typical German accents.
Yeah, very
based off
typical.
a SNL skit, I believe.
I agree. I did enjoy those. Isn't this one where it's the Dodge episode, right? Where
It's that I would hit that when we get to Piccolo and Gohan.
Oh,
We can
okay.
skip to Piccolo Gohan if you
no. I'm not saying that. I was trying to pinpoint in my
Yeah.
head. But
don't worry about which episode it is. I was just like, we'll do Snake Way and then we'll do another section.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it easy on you.
No, you're good. But I feel like that aspect of the good was good. I think that little segment was good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I enjoy a lot of that too. The one of my favorite bits. We didn't touch much on the Gauze and Mez part, but I like the part where it says, "Hey, did if y'all see my brother down here?" It says, "Oh yes, he made a terrible mess of the blood fountain.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fine to me. It used to be water." That got me when I first watched it. It gets me every time. It's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. You mentioned that where he learns it off screen, where the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb off screen.
Right.
That's in the manga and the anime. They really couldn't show that on screen in this, and they do touch at least on the bits of training that they animated. So,
Right.
And this is way before they started doing any sort of original animation.
Wait,
like we'll see
wait.
later on.
Wait, hold on. Or be like, I don't remember because I remember watching part of this like later on when I started rewatching the series. Be like, I thought that Gohan literally learned the spirit bomb like off screen.
Goku
Could I be? Am I wrong?
No. Goku and did learn both the Spirit Bomb and the Kaioken technique off screen. The actual showing of those techniques and attacks was saved for Goku's fight with Vegeta.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was generally curious. You said something. I was like, wait, I don't remember. That's why I need clarification for that second.
They did not show that. It was Akira Toriyama saved it for the fight,
right?
Instead of showing it early, which makes sense. And the only bits of King Kai's training we see in the anime is Goku chasing Bubbles and Gregory with a hammer.
Right.
And Gregory is not even in the manga.
Mm.
He was created for the anime. So
Fair.
literally Goku just chased Bubbles so he could get used to the gravity on the planet.
Right.
Which I didn't mention it, but Bubbles is named after Michael Jackson's monkey.
That's fair.
But the rest of this, I enjoy the Metal Gear Solid references during the Princess Snake bit. It's funny on the with the pun on the name, and I even like the little short Pac-Man bit where Princess Snake's head is Pac-Man and Goku is one of the ghosts, and he stops to eat a piece of meat because it's Goku.
Fair.
And even the bit at the end with the Princess Snake, the game over screen from Metal Gear Solid.
Right.
I like those bits. They're all funny. let's go ahead and do the Gohan Piccolo training sessions with
Yeah.
the dodge
Mm.
and
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, like, honestly, that was probably the
Yeah.
best part of the episode, where it's like Gohan is stuck on top of the mountain. It's like, just climb down the entire time. And he's so complex that like how he's gonna eat is just climb down already. And like, it's funny. It's funny. It's like, I think by the end of it, it's like, learn to dodge. That was great. You have the it's like, oh, be like, I sense a presence, and be like, oh, I'm training you to be my apprentice. We're gonna rule the world. Oh, wait a minute. There's supposed to be like, no, wait, we're gonna save the world. Never mind. They run off. Be like, that was funny. It's like when you can like cut down everything and make it just, the bread and butter and make it funny and be like, that's good. Because
So,
it's not drawn out.
Yeah.
Be like,
unlike the movie we just reviewed.
that's true. Or like in the first 3 episodes where there was a bit too much where they would like recycle the animation a little bit over,
Mhm.
and it just, okay, the joke got really here. They're starting to refine their craft a little bit.
They are getting better at this.
Yeah.
I will say there was a joke in this one that I did not understand the joke until this viewing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the part where Piccolo says, if Gohan destroys everything, what will that leave for me? And then he stares at the moon for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then he destroys the moon while yelling, stop mocking me.
Yes.
I didn't get that joke
No, I
until
didn't.
this viewing.
Mm.
He's basically saying, what would be left for him if the world was destroyed? The moon.
The moon.
And
that's fair.
That's the joke. I don't think it's particularly that funny.
No, it's not very funny.
But you need an excuse to destroy the moon, so Gohan will go back to normal. So
that is true. I did enjoy the fact to be like, Gohan be like, he's just mysteriously looking at the moon, and Piccolo is like, oh crap. Oh yeah, be like, all these Saiyans can turn, they're all stupid monkeys. That's right.
Which it will be a nice remember, because I think that scene in the original was meant to remind people who watch the original Dragon Ball that hey, Gohan's got a tail. That means he can do like Goku did in the original thing and turn into a giant monkey. By this part of Dragon Ball Z, we hadn't seen that in a while.
No,
because Goku quit doing that like midway through the Red Ribbon Army arc. I think I don't remember when he lost. No, it was during the Battle of Tien Shinhan at the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh, okay.
That's the last time we saw the Ozaru form before this. So that was a nice way to remind us that this thing exists before a certain other event in the last couple episodes of season 1 happened.
Right.
We'll get to that.
We'll get there.
Just a short bit. We did play the clip at the beginning, the Super Friends talking about the Saiyans. This, with one small exception, this is the only time they ever appear in the entire series.
That is true.
One small exception. We'll get to that.
Right.
The Z Warriors and Mr. Popo.
Oh, yeah. That was like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, terror.
Yeah, that's about it.
This is really explaining why Mr. Popo is scary, besides having
Popo's
the
rules.
scariest looking face that censors tried to clear up in the actual thing. But
they did.
That was not what the original point is. And if you ever want to get a good laugh, look at 4Kids Mr. Popo.
Oh gosh, yes.
They tried to make him blue very poorly.
Very poorly.
For Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah.
But yeah, that the whole bit with the pecking order and enjoy the climb back up to Krillin, I do find that joke funny. But for the most part, the rest is like, okay, yeah, this training is horrible. There's not really many jokes in that section. There's some things where they try, but it doesn't really work. But okay, yeah, you touched on a bit of filler that was not in the original show, and you did a good job of trying to make fun of it. Doesn't quite work, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
Lastly, the other last bit of major filler: Vegeta and Nappa on planet Arlia.
Oh dear Lord!
I think I like the original version and Z better.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
It's not that I don't like this, because it is kind of funny about them getting thrown into prison on this planet and having to blow stuff up, and then the stuff with the king and the Rancor and my 13 elites dead guards. and I'm going to rock you like a hurricane.
Jeez.
They're funny bits.
They
but
are
for the most
funny for the
but-
most part. Yeah.
but like the writing is not quite there yet.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
And
It really doesn't start getting there. Like, I don't really feel like they hit their stride until the next episode.
right.
Next couple episodes. So anything to add before we cut out of here? Unless I
I
missed
thought
something.
we had 3 episodes.
We did. We covered all 3.
Wait, what? Hold
Yeah,
on.
because there's 3 episodes, but there's so many of these segments that
That's
are
right.
interweaved that I kind of just said, let's just hit the segments. So that way we can
Okay.
easily keep them straight in our heads.
Yeah. I'm just looking to be like,
Yeah.
wait, because I vaguely remember watching I think it's the 6th episode, and it's just more like, okay, be like nothing really happens. Now,
The 6th episode was they wish Goku back, and of course Shinron hates them because they're the only ones who
Only
find
one
the
that
Dragon Balls.
binds them, and they summon Shinron, and Shinron's like, oh, you guys again. You keep what do you keep doing this for?
There is one major bit of plot that happens in 6th episode, and that's Goku asks King Kai if he knows what happened to the Saiyan home planet.
Oh,
and we get the
yeah.
Wikipedia joke.
With the Wikipedia joke.
That Frieza has is a vandal. And I don't remember which one of these was the Nail Guru foreshadowing. I think that's either 5 or 6.
One of those.
But we hadn't covered it yet either.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's mostly just, I think that's the one that's actually got the scene on the other planet.
Yeah.
That the Z Warriors are in. And that's what it's mostly focusing on. Though you get a couple other scenes resulting in everything else. But it's literally just this is the last episode before we really start the last saga, the last big battle scene before Nappa and Vegeta actually arrive on Earth.
Okay.
Which is in the next episode.
I gotcha.
So yeah, you're right. There's not much that literally happens in there outside of what we've already covered.
Yeah, agreed.
That's right. Artsy Steph does bring up that there is actually another video that we could have reviewed, but we ended up deciding not to. And that is the music video they'd made for I'll Make a Man Out of You parody song that they came up with.
Yeah.
That doesn't fit neatly into the show anywhere, which is why I decided not to include it. And it's basically making the same jokes that the rest of these episodes are making. So that's why we ended up not really covering it. But it is funny. Who knows? Maybe I won't throw it on the end. But other than that, you got anything to add?
Not that I can think of. Be like, I'm looking forward to more like when we get further into like, because I think they start getting in their stride towards the latter part of the
we've got
the Saiyan arc.
Really, once we start getting into like some of the battles, once Piccolo and Krillin start fighting Nappa, I think it gets better.
Right.
But either way,
agreed.
Join us next week for Saiyans on My Planet. It's more likely than you think. Nappa's best day ever, and the setup. So join us next week for that.
Yep.
Lastly, go ahead and show off your art. Should have done that earlier.
No, you're good. Artwork for this week's episode. Finished it today, so you guys will see this on social media probably tomorrow morning. And I'll get it to Drew, and he'll start working on it, and we should have that probably by end of next week.
Soon by next Friday, it'll be out. Because with us, but also doing X-Men 97 and Dragon Ball Daima, and it being busy, I'm doing a lot of editing right now. So it's getting done when it gets done.
Right.
I'm not holding anything back from y'all because I still need to rest too. Anyway, join us next week for that, plus Power Up, the movie. And in the meantime, this has been Drew.
This is Jacob.
And we'll catch you in the next frame.
To follow Jacob and Drew's individual internet exploits, check out the Linktree links in the show notes. You can email us at thecellcastpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter or X @cast_cell. Follow our Facebook page, The Cellcast Podcast, and join our Facebook group, The Cell Nation, our YouTube channel, Cellcast, and our Rumble channel, the Cellcast Gaming. You can join us every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central for our live recordings of our episodes on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. You can also join Drew on those same streaming channels on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central for gaming streams. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else fine podcasts can be downloaded from. Please rate and review us where you found us. Our theme song is Drop and Roll by Silent Partner. Our bad movie theme is It's Party Time by Gregory Snegoff, with additional audio from the film Titanic: The Legend Goes On, and remember, that's Cell with a single L.
Hey, Vegeta, are we there yet?
No.
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 Are we there yet?
Shut it, Nappa.
That's the end of the episode. Glad you caught what I was trying to get you to do. very
So,
quickly.
so with the cover art, I literally had the idea like, look, Vegeta, it's a dork. Can I kill it?
That's more appropriate for next week, but you can't put Robin in next week, so
That is true.
It works.
It works.
I'm gonna have the Twitch streamers go raid pauljpowers.com, who's doing a collaboration stream with Roy. So y'all go and enjoy, have fun with them, and we will talk with y'all later. I should have already hit raid, but I didn't.
Right.
So we got to wait 10 seconds before I can hit the raid, actual raid.
It's not an episode of Retro Rewind?
They're not doing an episode of Retro Rewind. They are playing Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh, okay. Which is just a reskin of another game.
Yes. Doki Doki no Panic.
Yeah.